Good morning, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Mikiko Fukutome. I'm a language learning advisor at Yamanashi Gakuin University. My primary job is to assist students to become autonomous learners and boost their motivation. Today, I will talk about how to improve academic skills autonomously through active learning. This year, our college decided to conduct all classes online. As a result, English learners expressed their fear and discouragement toward learning because they had expected face-to-face classes. Moreover, they had fewer chances to talk with international students. To bypass these obstacles, in an online self-access center, I planned a meaningful and challenging task, the Tourist Revival Project. 2 international students became assistant teachers to help facilitate student active learning. This task sought to help students develop academic skills autonomously while maintaining their motivation through communicative and collaborative tasks. The speech is divided into 3 parts. First, I will discuss previous literature about autonomous and active learning and explain what the Tourist Revival Project is. Second, I will describe how students have learned academic skills autonomously through active learning. Finally, I will share 2 videos made by the student teachers involved in this project. First, let me introduce some definition of autonomous learning. Previous studies have defined autonomous learning in different ways. However, my understanding is that autonomous learners can control and take responsibilities for their learning and monitor and reflect upon their learning process. My definition is based on 3 researchers' definitions: Barnes, Horek, and Brunner. Killian and Bastos described team-based learning and active learning strategy have positive effect on student attitudes and performances. The 2017 guidelines for the course of study from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, mixed, state that educators' role is to guide students toward becoming independent learners. Moreover, Mixed has encouraged students to conduct student-centered active learning. Traditional learning involves lecture-style instruction, which transfers knowledge from teachers to students. Active learning, on the other hand, is student-centered. Students should learn aggressively, positively, and autonomously. In this case, teachers should become facilitators or supporters. Active learning is similar to autonomous learning because both styles require students to have autonomous learning processes. Students began the Tourist Revival Project in September. First, they brainstormed about tourism in Padlet, an online mind mapping. The word tourism was placed in the center of their mind map. Then they added more words related to tourism around it, such as words for attractions and industries. The map was divided into 3 categories: food, culture, and other. Each student chose their favorite category. From here, students form 4 groups based on the categories they chose. 3 groups of advanced level students and 1 group of intermediate level students. The next step was for each student to create a fictional character who worked in their favorite industry. They would represent or play this character for the rest of the project. Students could become anyone they wanted to be. For example, Group A members chose hotel manager, a restaurant chef, and a travel agent. They also decided which organization each character belonged to. Student goal was for their character to represent an organization setting to revive the tourism industry. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, various companies connected to tourism industry have suffered from economic and financial problems. This part of the project was designed to prepare students for the work world by simulating an organizational setting. Next, students identify a problem each character faced and sought ways to solve this problem with their group members. This task was designed to help students develop their creative thinking, problem solving, practical and analytical skills. After groups were formed, assistant teachers joined the sessions as facilitators. In September, they talked with each student for 25 minutes to build trust. After that, each student met once a week with the assistant teacher and me. At the beginning of the project, I gave several presentations to help students understand their task. Gradually, some groups designed leaders themselves. As time passed, a few students became less cooperative. In the interview, they revealed they were dissatisfied with their teams and the difficulty of the task. However, some students volunteered to help other members write a script and structure their presentation. Over the course of the project, leaders learned management and organization skills. Some students started to manage their own time. For example, they made students for achieving their goals. They set deadline for making slides, writing their script, and putting each slide together. They have practiced as a team. Through the active learning project, students learned various academic skills step by step. As individuals, they were able to improve their creative thinking and practical research skills. However, group work taught students how to collaborate, communicate, and manage others. Working as a group may also improve creative thinking and practical research skills because students can learn more while negotiating with team members. In addition to academic skills, students improve their self-confidence and motivation for study through this project. Students became autonomous learners while improving their speaking skills. At the same time, student teachers improved their professional skills. Assistant teachers have built trust with students due to their closeness in age and have motivated students to learn. They served as student role models because of their more advanced academic skills. Assistant teachers also share their liberal arts point of view in the learning process. One assistant teacher wanted to improve his teaching skills because he has taught English to younger learners at the cram school. The other wanted to experience many things in Japan. The experience of teaching English working as a part of the team in a professional environment could be beneficial for assistant teachers' future job hunting. This experience would help them understand the working situation. As a result, facilitating this project may help them to achieve their career goals. Please listen to two students' comment.
Yeah, this is going to sound really unprofessional, but I signed up for the job for the purpose of making friends, really. That was like what I mostly wanted to do, and also just make a little bit of money. Like that was part of the incentive too. But I had a lot of fun teaching English to the new students and sort of seeing their English skills develop. Because it's not really noticeable at first, but as time goes on, you really see how responsible for that. And it's a very satisfying feeling. I think just in general as human beings, we derive pleasure from seeing like other humans develop, especially if you're sort of a contributor to that development. It's always very nice. I mean, I work as a teacher in other part-time jobs, namely as a teacher at a cram school. But yeah, I do enjoy it, especially when I feel that I was able to really help somebody reach their full potential in a way that only I can do it. Because in a sense, everybody is in their own way like a specific kind of teacher. Like the way you teach isn't really entirely imitatable, as in like by another teacher. Like I think that's to an extent sort of impossible. So everybody has their own unique style of teaching, and how and learning how to polish that and really create changes with that it's something that takes a lot of time, but it's really satisfying once you get it right. And in a sense, like I'm learning a lot how to teach English like with ease to each student, and with every student it's different what works and what doesn't work. And it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a puzzle, really, just thinking about what works, what doesn't, like how are you going to reach this goal? How are you going to see this person develop? What is best for them? It's definitely something that I'd like to do a lot in my life. Maybe not professionally, because there are other things I want to do in life, but definitely I think teaching is a skill that should be practiced by people just as a side hobby, just as a therapeutic way of feeling like you're actually doing a contribution to somebody else's life. I think we all need that in our lives to sort of feel motivated to develop as human beings in our own lives, like outside of teaching as well. It's very therapeutic. It sort of teaches you about yourself too, because your students, like, a lot of what they learn comes from you, so they become a bit of a mirror of what you teach. Yeah, that's all I've got to say so far. Thank you.
And I've been an assistant language teacher for almost 2 semesters now. In the beginning, it was just communicating with the students and helping them improve their English skills and give them confidence to speak. But ever since the project started, it's more like I'm also participating with them. I'm also part of their projects and their works. So it has been a learning experience for me too, as I think this will further help me understand how difficult it is to learn a new language, which is completely opposite to yours, and focus on what is difficult to each person. Each student finds something else difficult, and understanding ways of how to help them. I think that is something I've learned being an assistant language teacher, and it has also given me an opportunity to see myself grow as understanding the own language that I speak and teach. So I'm very glad to be an assistant language teacher.
In conclusion, the Tulips Revival Project enhances students' academic skills through scaffolding group work that involves students in controlling their education. If students are allowed to make choices, they feel free to improve their learning and become more autonomous. This is how active learning can be used to nurture autonomous learning in students. Here are main references. Thank you very much.